Yeah, guys, Tough Thumbs here. It's not a pimpage video. This is actually a video request I've gotten, and I thought it was a very good idea. Recently, Gavco was here, and he's been talking about, fake striders, and there's a lot of fakes out there, and I basically wanted to basically compare them, take them apart. They got a real SMF and a fake SMF right here. I'm going to go through this. I haven't done this yet. I haven't compared them. I've customized one fake one, but I haven't compared the two together at the same time. So I'm going to take this apart, and it's the first time I'm doing this. I'm just doing this unscripted, no editing, just going to do it. So it might be long, might be short, who knows. But I'm just going to go through my opinions and the differences and what to look for, because I know there's a lot of worry out there for buying a fake strider because they are very, very similar. Now, I don't know everything there is to know about the fake one. I'm going to go by what I heard, and please correct any mistakes I make in the comments so people can reference those, just in case I make a mistake. So, I'm going to go with right off the bat what I see that's different. First off, the size of this SMF, it's bigger than an SNG by not too much, but a little bit. But this is mainly off of the SMF. You can see that there is a size difference. The SMF, which is this one, is bigger all around. Kind of sticks out there more of a rounded look to it. It's just, it's in between an SNG and an SMF size wise. Another right off the bat, luckily doing what I do. By the way, this is Chosen 7x7. He gave me permission to do this video and mess around with his strider, so this is a military issue, I think. That's why there's a code on there. But as you can see right off the bat, doing what I do, I know quality G10, and you can see this is shitty quality G10 and this is good quality G10. This probably has more resin in it than the glass fiber, which probably costs less money for them to do. It's very smooth, not a lot of grip, whereas this provides a lot of grip. So those are two things. Another one is the pivot screw. You can see comparison here. It's a little bit, this is thicker and flatter, whereas this is more rounded and narrower. Same size, exactly the same on the back. You can see the coating is better on this. This is more of a shit coating, and this is more of a heated on coating type of thing. Another one is this overextension disc here is always flat. Actually not true. Actually, I've seen some of them that aren't flat, but most of the time, 90% of the time, these are flat, whereas these, on the few that I've seen, are always rounded, kind of like a little UFO there. Pocket clip, smaller, as you can see. Now, Gavco told me, I don't know what the steel is in this thing, so most striders that I have had here and come through here don't say the steel type on it, but let's just say for argument's sake that this is D2. I've heard that these come in D2, G10 on both, titanium frame locks on both. That's what Gavco told me. I don't think that's true, because the one that I had here before that I tried to anodize, it didn't anodize, so that would indicate that it's not titanium. So, and the screw is the same as the pivot. It's got crappy coating on it, so get these I loosened up the pivot before I started this just to make sure it didn't take too long doing everything. So you can see that was a lot harder to unscrew. That's a minor detail, but it's a detail. Get in there. To unscrew the pivot here, maybe we'll see some differences in the blade tang. Yeah, there's slightly different sizes too. That's something I noticed right away. There's the two pivot screws. So the fake one is a little bit longer and narrower, whereas the real one is shorter and stubbier. the slightest bit. You can see that coating. On this side it's chipping off, and this side it's just kind of wearing. Alright, so we got the same these like pillar pin things inside here. You can see the screws go through both sides, or all the way to the other side. Where's my screwdriver? I'm trying to do this as fast as I can, guys. Oh jeez, that's on there tight. Jesus. Alright, I might have to hopefully I can get this one apart. It's pretty tight. Alright, good. Alright, so those are on there very securely, probably Loctite. Already 6 minutes in. Jesus, this is going to take too long, I know it. Oh well. Well, those of you that are interested will watch this from start to finish. I think, my opinion, right off the bat on this, guys, is I think this is shitty because they use the same logos, Strider, they both say Strider on them, stamped in there, spelled the same, which right there is just not cool. The logos are slightly different. You can see that one, and this guy has like the feathers on the wings have lines in them where this one doesn't. The handle on the blade in the center has detail to it, whereas this one is just a silhouette of the blade. And you can see the blade itself on the logo there has a grind on it, like a line down the middle of it. So there's differences there. If I was you, I'd have, if you were worried, I'd say, hey, you got a real picture of an SMF you could put next to, you know, the one you're trying to sell me, you know, just to make sure. Now that's spinning, so that's harder to unscrew. Might not even be able to get this out on camera. Alright, there, the bottom part just popped out, whereas this didn't. See, they're just popping out. That means they don't have the like riveting on them to keep them sunken into the G10 scale. I'll mix these up. Alright, you can see the body pins, whatever you call them, are staying in. So in this one they just fit in the slots of these little tiny, is that plastic? Those are plastic. Whereas these have the rivets on them. They basically, when you slide it into this, there's some resistance there, so it'll stay slightly. Some of them are better than others, but you know, so that's a big difference there. Let me see here with the bushings. Same, but the real one is slightly thicker. Slightly thicker. Same with the other side. Slightly thicker. Sorry, I'm noticing this, guys, at the same time as you. So you can see the tang is a lot different going on here. I mean, you got this drastic angle. This is an older SNG, but you know what? Most of them are saying this is a very small surface of contact. Both are very solid. I know the SMFs have their problem. I haven't been enough experience with the fake ones to tell you, you know, if they're solid. But the fake ones I've seen are very solid. So there's more jimping going down the spine from the thumb stud. There's like one extra. The thickness is nearly the same. I think the fake one is actually a little bit thicker. No, actually it's just the finish, giving that illusion. But very similar blade shape and everything. The hole is the same, stop pin or the stud is the same. D10 ball is smaller on the real one. Very similar. And we got the frame lock side here. See, okay. Okay, lock bar stabilizer goes all the way through, whereas this one stops. Probably not too far in. This one has the cutout. That's a good indicator of a good, just looking right away. That'll be a real big red flag that that's cut in on the real one, and it's not on the fake one. The jimping looks more hand done, more machined on this guy. See, there's this is more of an angle, a little more space there, less space here. Just kind of showing this so you guys can pick out if I miss anything. Very similar. A lot of indicators of fakeness on there. A lot of easy indicators. You got the real one, the fake one. Now this, I've never seen a bump right there before, but I haven't done many SMFs actually. So there's a bump here on this real SMF. This is where the blade actually, when you close it, the blade actually goes into that notch as the stop for the blade, keep the blade from hitting. See what this one has here. Whereas this one has a pin that goes right here that stops it. So the backspacer, I guess, doesn't come up as far. That's another indicator of a fake strider. So you can see that's an obvious one, very obvious. And they're all like that too. So here's another real SMF right here. See, it goes all the way up. SNG is not quite as far, but there's no stop pin going through the top here. But this is the smaller one, so I don't have a fake one of those. So you can see the G10, obvious. And what else we got here? Real quick, I'm going to do this. I can polish it out again. Not sure. I don't think the guy who wants this done, or on the fake one, wants it anodized, but I can easily get that out and polish it. So I'm going to take a little torch here, guys. So I know this is titanium on the strider. Alright, then the pocket clip is always the same as the frame. So I'm going to try to anodize this supposed titanium clip here. And if it doesn't anodize, then it's not titanium. Alright, that's not titanium. There is some coloration. There's some slight coloration there, but that is just the steel. That doesn't mean shit. So that is not titanium. Being as this is shiny, this is the type of coloration you would get. See how colorful that is and shiny on this piece of titanium right here? That's not the same, especially being this thin and shiny. It would be really bright purple by now, like just right away. So that is not titanium. I'm not going to do the frame lock side, but I can almost tell. I'm too curious. I gotta see. Just a quick corner. That actually possibly be a very low grade titanium. So the frame lock side may very well be titanium because of all that coloration there. We know the pocket clip is definitely stainless steel, but this could, yeah, this is probably some cheap ass shit titanium. I'm not gonna say it's a good titanium, like a knife maker grade. It's probably not, but it did get the coloration, so you can see that that is definitely titanium. But it's speckly, which is usually more even anodizing. See the little speckles there? So I don't know what that means exactly, but that's not something I've ever come across during anodizing. It's not evenly anodizing every spot the same. I think it should be like a wave of purple with the tips of the ends of the waves being yellow. So that is titanium though, but a low grade titanium. Alright, so that's all I got for you guys today. Screws are the same. I doubt they're the same quality, but you know, when it comes to it, you know, Strider, they make everything in-house, and they're an American company. They worked hard to get where they are, and this, don't support this, guys. I know you want to try out a Strider. Don't get this fake shit. Don't support this stuff. I mean, yes, it's pretty cool for what, you know, for the money, but you're taking away from a company that is very well respected. I respect the shit out of them. Yes, they have their problems here and there, but you know what? You know, they've addressed the problems with the SJ75s and the new SNGs with their, you know, changing the cut of the tangs of the blades and making them work better, carbonizing them and everything, and that says something. I doubt you these Chinese guys will ever help anybody or change anything, because they're just straight up stealing a design that was created by Strider. And I can tell you from meeting them that you know, Dwayne Dwyer, really stand-up guy. He's one of the people I met from Strider. All the Strider guys that were working there at the show I went to were really nice people, and they don't deserve this kind of crap. I mean, the San Remos, say what you will, San Remos are fine with me, because a San Remo is a very obvious that it's a San Remo. They basically take tips from designs like the small Sabenza, but it doesn't look quite like a small Sabenza. There's a lot of things on there. They don't try to replicate it exactly. They just go for a design that's similar, which is shitty, but at the same time not too bad. I don't have much of a problem with it. So, you know, they're not replicating it completely. But I hope this video was interesting and informative to you guys. I know it was for me just now. So, you know, basically one of the biggest indicators of G10 quality, you can tell this cut here is probably the #1 thing, because that's just a detail that they would leave out, and all Striders have this little cut inward there. And the tang of the blade, if you can check it out, very different. So make sure you check those out. If you got a guy that you're iffy about, you know, ask him. Take a picture of the lock bar, take a picture of the G10 up close, take a picture of the size against a real SMF if he's got one. And most of all, the most obvious, take a picture of that backspacer. So don't be fooled by this shit. I mean, anybody who's selling fake ones, you're a dick, and saying they're real. But I hope this helped, guys, and I hope it's informative, and I hope none of you get screwed over. But I'm not going to say this is a terrible knife. It's actually very solid and works very well. I don't know about the edge retention because I don't use my customer knives, so... But I don't know, it's not very sharp. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope this helped. Peace.